Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on KREM 2 News at 5 o'clock. I'm Tom Sherry. Mark and Whitney are off this evening. Well, let's kick things off first by getting our first look at weather with our forecast and Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy, all eyes on the forecast as folks are making their 4th of July plans.
Well, Tom, it's one of those ones where I think we dodge a bit of a bullet. 4th of July winds up hot, but not excessively hot, and then quickly thereafter it gives way to some serious heat. Today, 80 degrees, about where we figured we would top out, but we have a bit of a breeze. That breeze has had wind gusts topping out around 25, maybe even close to 30 miles per hour in a few spots. Wenatchee down through Vantage, it is really blowing. And then a similar story over in western Montana. That wind is expected to die down later on this evening. I think about the time the sun goes down, we say goodbye to the wind. But doesn't necessarily mean we're done with it altogether. We're getting a new air mass moving in. That's why our temperatures soar so much. We're getting rid of the one that brings us these scattered showers you're seeing in parts of North Idaho, and we're replacing it with a dry one that's going to cause temperatures to soar. Our showers up north just slowly work their way out this evening, and as they do, we head into a much calmer, much drier, much warmer weather pattern. 82 tomorrow. Mid-80s on Thursday. 4th of July is looking quite warm. By Friday, temperatures soar into the 90s, and this weekend we're talking even hotter. By next week, many locations will see their first 100-degree high of the year.
Wow. Thank you, Jeremy. Well, happening in less than 2 hours, the Coeur d'Alene City Council is expected to consider a new hate crime ordinance. Now, this ordinance is going to create a separate offense if a person commits a crime like property damage or disorderly conduct because of the victim's race, gender, or sexual orientation. Now, this move comes after 2 racially motivated incidents in downtown Coeur d'Alene that all happened this year. One involving the Utah women's basketball team and also teens from the Coeur d'Alene tribe. The city attorney says a big part of having this new ordinance is to make visitors feel welcome after those incidents put the city in a bad light.
We want people to feel welcome here. We want people to feel safe here. People said they did not feel safe in Coeur d'Alene. So we wanted to do something to show that we took this seriously.
Well, that meeting begins at 6 o'clock tonight. We're going to let you know what that council decides. We'll have that for you tonight on KREM 2 News at 10 and 11. And taking a look at our other top stories, a woman was hit and killed in downtown Spokane. It all happened this morning while riding a scooter. According to Spokane police, it happened at 4th and Lincoln around 6:30 this morning. Police say the woman riding the scooter died on scene. They believe the driver was not impaired. The Spokane County Medical Examiner will release the identity of the victim at a later date. And new within the last few hours, Moscow police have told KREM 2 that they will not be pressing charges after an off-campus fight in February. According to the police, the fight broke out between a current student and multiple members of the football team. Now, we spoke with that student's dad, who said that his son was knocked unconscious and had his nose broken. The Moscow prosecuting attorney went on to say, quote, "There is insufficient evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that any criminal activity happened." Up to 20 University of Idaho football players were under investigation. None of those now will face charges. Well, we've reached the week of 4th of July, and some areas in Spokane County are prohibiting the use of fireworks, and that includes Medical Lake, which is enforcing a fireworks ban for the first time in the city. And that's where we find Chief Journalist Amanda Rowley. Amanda.
The city of Medical Lake is giving its residents an alternative to setting off their own fireworks. I'm at Waterfront Park. It's located on the south side of Medical Lake. This is where the city is hosting a professional fireworks show this year. The 4th of July is a big deal for the Medical Lake community.
We love our fireworks here, no doubt about it. It's usually a citywide celebration.
Medical Lake Mayor Terry Cooper says every year the city issues several permits for block parties like this one.
Every 2 or 3 blocks gather together and put their money together, and it's fireworks from probably about 8 o'clock at night until midnight.
But this year, the 4th will be much different. The city put a temporary ban on the use of fireworks.
It's the neighborly thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
Last summer, a massive wildfire destroyed many homes in Medical Lake. It's still top of mind for many in the community. The mayor says putting a pause on fireworks this year is an important step to mitigating fire danger. And she says it's a way the community can be mindful of neighbors who are still rebuilding from the Gray Fire.
If you've never lost literally everything, ran for your life through the flames, come home and you have nothing left, there's no way to explain that to someone that it hasn't happened to. But we need to understand that the impact was severe and it will take years to recover.
Medical Lake isn't the only area cracking down on fireworks. Regional fire departments are reminding everyone that the sale and use of all amateur fireworks are illegal in Spokane, Spokane Valley, Cheney, Millwood, Liberty Lake, and the unincorporated areas of Spokane County. On top of that, starting today, a burn ban goes into effect in Spokane Valley, Spokane County, Cheney, Airway Heights, and Deer Park. Now, due to concerns with the elevated fire danger at this time of the year, the Medical Lake mayor told me that although they do plan to put on this fireworks show on the 4th of July, she says at any minute the fire chief can decide that the risk is just too high and cancel those fireworks. So something to keep in mind if you do plan on attending. Reporting in Medical Lake, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Well, this week we get a chance to celebrate America and also take in some fireworks. Here's a list of some of the fireworks shows that are going to be happening across the inland Northwest. Here in Spokane, the main event will be at Riverfront Park. The fireworks show begins at 10 in the evening at the Clock Tower. Riverfront will also be the spot for the ICCU Summer Carnival. Now, that actually starts tomorrow, but it will run through Sunday. Sounds like fun. There's going to be carnival rides, games, and of course, lots of carnival food. There will be lots to keep yourself busy while you're waiting for the fireworks show to begin that night. Over in North Idaho, the biggest fireworks show is by far the one that happens on Lake Coeur d'Alene. Celebrations for the 4th of July in Coeur d'Alene begin with the American Heroes Parade. It's in downtown at 10 in the morning. The fireworks display is put on by the Coeur d'Alene Resort. It is a doozy. They're also hosting a 4th of July concert starting at 6:30. The fireworks begin at 9:45. They're visible from many locations around the lake. And finally, for the most American experience, how about America's pastime? You can take in baseball and fireworks at Avista Stadium. The Spokane Indians are going to be taking on the Tri-City Dust Devils. And after the game, there will be a fireworks show. Thursday's game begins at 7:05. You can get tickets online at mlbtickets.com.